Now, sad news reached us over the weekend of the passing of the former Wales and Lions out-half, Phil Bennett, and he was a legend. Anyone who was around in the 70s, the golden age of television, would have remembered the name, and when you played in your back garden, it would have been Jimmy Barry Murphy, Kevin Keegan, Phil Bennett. He would have been just one of those names that in an era, Donal, when there was 8 or 10 events on telly every year, he seemed to light up the screen.
Yeah, he certainly did. Look, a genius of a player. Everybody would remember him for the Barbarians, New Zealand 73 and the Lions 74. I was lucky enough to spend a good bit of time in his company on the 2009 Paul O'Connell's Lions in South Africa. He was just a humble, a beautiful man to spend time with, almost embarrassed by the South Africans. He was revered down there because, you know, what it's all about, the pack and Willie John and the 99 and all that. Bennett was the genius behind that scrum.
Right.
And the South Africans adored him. He loved Clonettley. He was president of Clonettley. He said his proudest moment in rugby, it wasn't the Lions, it wasn't leading Wales to Grand Slams. It was Clonettley beating the All Blacks, I think, 71. That was his, and he was ingrained in rugby in Clonettley.
And it was at the height of the passionate relationship between the Welsh public and rugby as well. There was something magical about that period, we know that, and he represented it. But 29 games in 9 years, it just goes to show, doesn't it?
Just to show how little rugby we actually saw back then. But he was a genius with the ball. I mean, he was a classic fly half, run, pass, kick, and the thing I remember most about him was, apart from his ability to break the gain line and put players in space, was he was a fantastic place kicker. He took about 15 seconds to kick a place kick. Where it was a conversion that day. There was no kick and tees, there was no sods being turned up. He just put a dot in the pitch, stood the ball up, came back, kicked it over, and 99 times out of 100 went through the post. It was incredible. If you would watch young kickers watching it, it's not all about form and about mental rehearsal. He was an incredible kicker, but no flash about it.
And it's funny, I was looking, there's no out-half now, the game has changed so much, but DuPont is the nearest thing, and he's a 9.
Yeah, incredible, but he has that magical feat as well. He has the capacity to beat teams on his own, just as Phil Bennett had. But incredible, in that time in Wales, like Barry John was the fellow who went before him. How do you replace Barry John, the hero of the 71 Lions? Then Phil Bennett comes along and, you know, arguably better, certainly as good.
Thanks for that, gentlemen. Phil Bennett, who passed away at the weekend and will, of course, be fondly remembered by rugby supporters all over the world.